Hi, everyone. I'm the goddess of radical self love, and this is MECA. Make everyone count always. We are a support network for radical self love and self care and master manifesting. Our community here at MECA values and supports our community's most vulnerable care receivers and those who care for them, caregivers. When our community's most vulnerable and those who care for them feel valued and supported, the rest of us are assured we are valued and supported as well. Yes, and thank you so much to all our new subscribers and our family for the last year. Thank you so much for all your help and support and love. And I hope you all will come over and join me at iBod Me. You all have a free membership, and if the only reason you use it is to watch me for free, you can do that. So, and I think we'll switch over to a paid membership on YouTube. So, um, yeah. So today is our last day, and it's Freaky Friday. Go and get your freak on. Be your full self, actualized self, right? Who you really are. So you walk like you walk, the way you want to walk. You talk like you talk, the way you want to talk, right? I mean, that's genuine and from your heart, expressing your true nature. And you get to do fun things in your everyday life to make it more meaningful and more you when you're conscious of it. So that's the whole deal. It's for us to become consciously aware of what we're doing. So in all kinds of expressions of ourselves, whether that's when you answer the phone or do a text message, whatever you do, right? However you work, you just put your special signature on it and make it all yours. Get off the table. I don't know what's going on with you, little girl. I know. Be Freaky Friday somewhere else. Go. Go. You're crazy. Not it. So, I promised you all that I was going to show you the painting I've been working on since January when I was told I was supposed to paint the magician from my guides, and I thought this is really cool because I love, magic. So normally I paint mermaids. I mean, I painted other things too, but so I have a whole thing that I wrote on it. But so basically, yes, I painted myself as the magician. So I really wish you could see her face up close. I have to move all my stuff out of the way. I mean, everything has symbolic meaning. Every color, every flower, but I really want you to see her face the most because it's my favorite part. I want everything to touch. So, that's how I want to mark you a lot of times. Anyway, there it is. My beautiful painting of the magician. So, I would love to just put it behind me so that you guys could see it, but I'm afraid of Laurel and BB. Yeah. So I really wish I could just tell you while I'm, you know, talking about it, like point out everything, but um first, since it's our last day, I thought we would close out with our friend Neil Donald Welsh in Meditations from Conversations with God. Yes. Do you think there is a word I have not heard, a sight I have not seen, a sound I do not know? It is your thought that I despise. Is it your thought that I despise some of these while I love others? I tell you, I despise nothing. None of it is repulsive to me. It is life, and life is the gift, the unspeakable treasure, the holy of holies. I need to reread it quick because I just. Do you think there is a word I have not heard, a sight I have not seen, a sound I do not know? Is it your thought that I despise some of these while I love others? I tell you, I despise nothing. None of it is repulsive to me. It is life, and life is the gift, the unspeakable treasure, the holy of holies. It's just interesting. I do believe, since we just went over on yesterday's lesson from my boyfriend Maslow, what was it that reminded me of it so much? I'll remember it while I'm reading it today. So I actually, to go with the picture, I wrote this thing that I'm hanging on the back of it because one day, maybe even soon, one day physically, I will not be in this, this body. But I just have to move some things around so I can read this. Anyway. So, the magician. This painting is not just a painting. It is magic. I don't want anybody to get it and think like it's just a painting, because it's not. Mm-mm. The magician will only be placed within the home of a magician and will find you when you are ready. When hung in your home, the energy that will flow from the magician is detailed below. The magician is the number one card in tarot. The number one in numerology symbolizes. I wrote that twice, sorry. I almost had it and then I lost it. Let's see, there you go. The number one symbolizes creation, the starting point. The number one is a doer and is a powerful force that produces results and does not limit anything, does not limit its potential, does not let anything or anyone limit its potential. Don't you dare start digging, girl. Laurel, if you're digging, you're going to go in your kennel. So, number one directs and leads others. Number one walks upright with meaning, purpose, clarity, and determination. Strong, determined, and unwavering with specific goals in mind. The number one pushes aside or tramples upon all obstacles. Nature's most primal building force is the number one. The magician, the same, creates through the utilization of this primal force and works with and through nature as a student. Others turn to the magician for wisdom and answers and becomes the teacher. The magician understands you have all you need to manifest your desires. The magician has opened herself up to let spirit pass through and directs that down to the earth to assist in creation. Willpower and the drive to succeed is from a place of consciousness. The magician is respectively creative, working with the spirit in union. No creation is without spirit assistance. Therefore, the magician has released the ego in order for full co-creation or conduit creation. Conduit creation is allowing the self to be the vessel for the divine. The magician trusts in source messages through trusting one's intuition, talent, inspiration, choices, and purpose, assessing internal and external resources, and finally taking action, stepping into personal power with compassion and connectivity through source. The magician is fully self-confident. As the magician knows, their ability to be a conduit was won after a long battle. The magician knows the strength and power held was earned, whereas being the magician was an agreed upon offer from source. The magician has come to understand universal truths. The magician knows all agreements made with and to source is and has always been, like it was in the beginning, is now and ever shall be. God's source is within. The magician was, therefore, from the start, because God is seeing through the magician's eyes, hearing with the magician's ears, working through the magician's hands, thinking through the magician's mind, and loving through the magician's heart. The magician and source are and have always been one. The only ones who are being fooled are the ones who do not yet understand. If they get out of the way, they too will become the magician and will be able to let God's source, the universe, spirit, work through them. They already are, they just don't know it yet. So maybe a bit more like the fool joke. The magic wand, raised to the heavens, draws divine energy downwards and within, the finger pointing back downward to the earth. On earth as in heaven, the magician holds the wand with complete awareness of the power of the force. The magician utilizes that energy and puts it into conscious creation actions. The wand represents purity and spirituality. The cup is filled and it is about emotions, empathy, care. It is also, in the artist's view, about the sacrifices made by all of the alchemists prior and the self to have the honor of the position of the magician. The wand on the table or staff is about work, creativity, personal power. The sword represents thought, intellect, logic, and reasoning. The pentacle is the material manifestation, prosperity, creating solid forms in the material world. It is about tangible, practical, physical security, the fulfillment of having one's needs met and sustained. The infinity sign above the head, there is no beginning and there is no end. This is especially enlightening for the magician. The creating is never ending, so one must find the right balance. The infinity symbol is also in complete balance of the right and left side of the brain, the divine feminine and masculine within, the divine balance within our inner world and our outer world, and the connection to and through the great I am. The table is offered for others to join after work has been accomplished. The flowers represent the emotional and creative power. Wisteria for good luck, especially for the start of a business or new marriage. Aster for wisdom and devotion. Alstramiria. What the heck? There's a dog in my yard, and I don't know whose it is. I'm sure it will just go away. This is so weird. I mean, should I go and see if just wait. I have to go see if anybody's looking for it. Oh, there it goes. Okay, never mind. I think they found him. Okay, sorry. There was just a dog that just like was in my backyard and then had to chase it all over the place. So, but it's all good now, I believe. So, the magic wand, I don't know where I left off, so I'm kind of like rewind. The magic wand raised to the heavens draws down divine energy downwards and within. Draws divine energy downwards and within. The finger pointing back downward to earth, on earth as in heaven. So, right, here. I'm like there. That's better, maybe. I'm like, oh. Let's see. The magician holds the wand with complete awareness of the power of the force. The magician utilizes that energy and puts it into conscious conscious creation actions. The wand represents purity and spirituality. The cup is filled, and it is about emotions, empathy, care, love, obviously. It is also, in the artist's view, about the sacrifices made by all alchemists prior and the self to have the honor of the position of the magician. The wand on the table or the staff is about work and creativity. Yeah. Yeah. The sword represents thought, intellect, logic, and reasoning. The pentacle, so that's sword, pentacle, cup, is the materialized manifestation, prosperity, creating solid forms in the materialized world. It's about tangible, practical, physical security, the fulfillment of having one's needs met and sustained. The infinity sign above the head, there is no beginning and there is no end. This is especially enlightening for the magician. The creating is never ending, so one must find the right balance. The infinity symbol is also in complete balance of the right and left side of the brain. Sorry. Now I need to move it back and I have to hold this, so it's not going to work. Here. So funny. Alright, so yeah. Infinity symbol above the head. Like I'm doing this like at my own finger. This is so freaking weird. So, okay. So the infinity symbol is also in complete balance of the right and left side of the brain, the divine feminine, divine masculine within, the divine balance within our inner world and our outer world, and the connection to and through the great I am. The table is offered for others to join after work has been accomplished. The flowers represent that emotional and creative power. Right? Emotional and creative power. Wisteria for good luck, especially for the start of a business or new marriage. Aster for wisdom and devotion. Alistair flower brings the energy of wealth, prosperity, fortune, and friendship. Peony, romance, bashfulness, compassion, a happy life, happy marriage, good health, and prosperity. Heather, lavenders bring admiration, solitude, beauty, protection, and wishes that come true. Roses, love and compassion. Lilies, life and death balance. Infinite life, the greenery, birth, nature, and abundance. The colors, white, truth, spirituality, divinity, purity. One is never alone. The angels and guides are always around supporting you at all times. All one needs to do is ask for assistance, and it is their profound honor to help you. Yellow, dominant energy, life force, courage, strength, will, playfulness of a child. Letting one's own light shine. Red, the materialized world, prosperity, staying grounded, abundance, roots, connection to all ancestors, money, thoughts, feelings, and beliefs surrounding those things. The blue is to signify communication and speaking one's truth from the gut with flow, right? Like water. Green, prosperity, health, ultimate love, luck, abundance of wealth, family, and friends. Headdress and jewelry. So, all right. And yeah, I didn't want to do too much jewelry. Like, it was just what I wanted it more simple than that, I guess. Right? That's not right. So, the crown horns, crown of Isis, step headdress of Isis represents the royal throne of Egypt. Crown horns enclosing a sun disk. The sun disk represented on the magician falls just above the third eye, where the emerald falls just on top, representing the love one must feel for oneself in order to clearly hear and follow the messages of the universal divine energies. Isis, Egyptian goddess of the moon, love, magic, fertility, and healing. Urias, cobra, Egyptian spitting cobra, snake, sovereignty, royalty, deity, and divine authority and protection. The Urias is legitimacy of the role of the magician. So I began painting the magician in January, as I was guided to do from my guides, with the message, when you are finally finished with this painting of yourself as the magician, then you will be ready to start harvesting your crops and receive your pentacles. So that's it. There she is. I hope you all love it as much as I do. Because I do. I just love her so much. Oh my god. I just can't even believe it. I do. I wish you could see clearly. Her face is just. Her face is divine. I just want to paint her face again, but big. Yeah, I want to paint her face again, but big. I'm just going to do a big one of just her face now. I just love her so much. I do. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, ooh. Do you think that's how God thinks? Right? Like a mom, like a dad, like like, I don't know. It's easier with a painting because the painting can't do anything back to you. Right? Um, but the painting can't disappoint you. So maybe that's really like what it is. It's just like a painting, right? Yeah. But it would be like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna go on anymore about that. So, all right. So what I think I'm gonna do, I think maybe we'll just keep this one like this. Dang it. I don't know. Maybe I should just go ahead and read, or I can keep this the last one. I don't know yet. Because I think this one's probably pretty long already, so. Well, if you all want to join me over on the next video to uh, get the last section of toward a psychology of being, and we are on this is going to be the third part of be cognition, and peak experiences from my boyfriend Laszlo, and it will be the last time on YouTube for free right now that we're doing, unless I definitely will let you know. I'm sure we'll have like ads and stuff so on my channel, but yeah, well, if you want to hear me say goodbye, you'll have to come over and listen to the Toward a Psychology of Being. So join me over there next. I love you all. Thank you so much for your love and support always. I will so much miss doing this for you guys, the ones who have been with me, like my little tiny families. So if you want to follow me over on iBod, it's Goddess, GODDESS .ibodme, IBODME @gmail.com. And I'll put the link in there for you if you want to just say, hey, give me that, sign me up, whatever, So it's like a $200 value. So, and and I would love to see you guys there and have you. Oh, you can just hang out, even though it's supposed to be. I don't know. Yeah, just come over there and hang out. Please help me. Please, 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 please. Mwah. Love you all. See you over on here, because I know you all are going to just come over and watch it right away. Yeah. So, mwah. I just want to call this one the Magician, so I'll see you right over. Bye. Ciao, ciao for now.